All right, what up, everybody? So we're gonna go right into it with some trades I'm looking at. So I'm looking at the chip companies right now in the video. It's looking bearish in my personal view. So we're bouncing off this support that we've had since February. One, two, three, four. This is the fifth time we've hit it. When you see support and resistance, the more times you hit it, pretend it's like the police, like trying to knock down your door with like battering ram or something. The more times you go at it, the weaker it's gonna get. It's kind of contrary to what you would think. Like, oh, this has got to be where it bounces. No, the more time it hits, it actually becomes weaker and weaker. So keep that in mind. If we do break this level, so say tomorrow we flush down, it'll probably be 125, and we're probably going to 120 after that. But we could see a few days of kind of mixing around here, then a drop. But then again, you can't fight the trend because NVIDIA's been going up for years now, for like 2, 3 years now. And it's hard to short something that's this strong. But that's where it's like everyone, a lot of people say the AI bubble is overinflated and stuff. And if this were to fall, I don't think it would fall as much as people think. This won't be like a $50 stock, We can maybe see 120, then the buying comes back in. But I want you to look at the RSI. So this is kind of like, I think this is the bearish divergence or the bullish. I think it's the bearish divergence. But so you had an all-time high right here. Your RSI never really reached fully overbought levels. And then we make a new all-time high and your RSI dropped lower. And then we peaked to a new RSI, new all-time high, RSI dropped lower. Then we went to another, it was a lower high, but it was still previous. Like this is a huge level and it just kept dropping. So as the price is moving up and sideways, the RSI is just moving pretty much just down. So that's something to keep an eye on. That's why I think NVIDIA goes to 120. I don't know if I'm going to take trades because the options are going to be very expensive on this. So maybe you could find a inverse ETF and just buy shares. Actually, we can look that up real quick. So we would go. Yeah, so if you wanted to buy, this is something you can do when you want to short something, but the options are costing too much. Try to see if there's like a short ETF. So this is 1.5 short ETF. Each share is going to cost you 30 bucks. So you would map out your level on NVIDIA if you're looking for 120. You say that's, what is that, like 8% down? And then this is 1.5 times, so it would move, what is that, like 12%? So maybe your take profit would be 12% up. So maybe you get in at 33, sell out at 30, get in at 30, sell out at 33, 34. So that's something you can do. That's what I like doing a lot when I want to trade shares is find like leveraged ETFs. Maybe like, see, this is 1.5. That isn't bad because it moves so much. 1.5 to maybe 3x. But yeah, so I'm keeping an eye on NVIDIA. It might have a bounce in the next day or two. But I think it is time for a little pullback just because the RSI has been dying off when we're hitting new all-time highs. It's kind of weird. On the other hand, AMD actually might have a pop in it. So AMD right now as a daily time is, we still have 3 hours, but this daily candle is looking good for a reversal. So maybe pop back up to 140, 143. But it isn't something I'm betting on either just because the RSI is so low. If this RSI was up here and kind of holding this 50, it would be a lot different because when you're above 50, you're bullish. When you're below, it's bearish normally after you spend multiple days there. So this might be a reversal candle. You can maybe play like, maybe I could buy options. I would keep it over 30 days out because I don't want to get crushed if it absolutely falls, 5% tomorrow. But if this candle ends like this today, maybe I buy options 30 days out. Maybe I'll just buy one. I take advantage of tomorrow's pop because if this candle finishes like this, I think tomorrow will pop 2%. And you could just flip out of your calls, make, 20, 30, 40% maybe if you're lucky, and then just take that money and run. But yeah, I think all the semiconductors or the chip companies are in kind of a weird place right now. Biden just dropped something about tariffs and China exports or something like that. So, but yeah, so AMD and NVIDIA. NVIDIA, if I had to guess, it'll probably dance a little bit, but it might go back down to 120 in the coming month or two. Probably less than that, probably a few weeks. AMD, I think it'll have a pop tomorrow depending on how this candle prints out. If this candle prints out above 127.50, it'll probably pop tomorrow, and then I would sell out of my options. So yeah, at the end of the day, if AMD is still above 127.50, I'll probably buy a call option for like a month or two out, but then just get rid of it tomorrow. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Like and sub. See ya.